Okay, so we have the we have Ruffle having issues with the overlay because he's terrible at everything. We have what appears to be, sorry about this, guys. Fallen has started on the lower side, he says with trepidation.
Upper side. Fallen
Upper
was
side,
the
sorry.
upper side by comms tower.
Fallen has started upper side by comms tower, whereas Blood Pearls has started lower side by water and is now moving up through near river towards Arch. Fallen is actually holding back in a fairly defensible position. They're not actually in tower. They have a spider. It looks like watching caves approach and tight approach on out of arches, but Fallen, it seems, is holding back in this defensible position by their base. It seems like they kind of favor that hill for jump sniping, would be my assumption.
Definitely looks like they're brawl fit because they've got a Mermats, they've got a 4X, they've got Shadowhawks in there, and they have a Yanlo Wang, and that probably has a 20 in its arm.
So if we just look at the builds here, it looks like Blood Pearls has brought 2 Dragon Slayers, 2 other Victors, one 9S and one 9B, 1 Jaegermech, 3 Ravens, 2 Jaegermechs, 2 Jaegermechs in different lances, and 3 Shadowhawks. So they are, it looks like, going for that sniping build, whereas if I swing over here and get the other team, we see it looks like Fallen has gone for a much more brawly build. Their Atlases are dual medium laser AC-20 and triple SRM-6 builds. So it looks like they're trying to, and those Yanlo Wangs do in fact have AC-20s, of course. So I feel like they're trying to bait Blood Pearls into a closer engagement so that they can use these weapons, whereas Blood Pearls is obviously going to try and keep the engagement as distant as possible. We see a UAV up from Blood Pearls trying to just make sure that they can see any push coming, but it looks like their spider with a large laser is just trying to snipe it out of the air. Fallen looks like they're content to just sort of sit in the back here by their base and just sort of wait it out for the time being.
Is it just me, or are those powered down?
Are they?
Because I was looking at the mini map.
They're shifting.
Okay, they're moving. I was looking at the mini map and they weren't showing up there.
Don't scare me like that. I was worried. I was like, this is gonna be so crazy. So what Fallen is doing right now is actually very, very smart. In a lot of situations, you'd be really tempted to sort of pop up and try and get a couple shots, maybe see where your opponent is, but they're just sitting here. They're being very cautious. They're not exposing themselves to any unwanted damage or air arty. So they're really being patient, which is a good thing for their build. I'm gonna check in quick here on these Jaegermechs and see what build that is. Robert.
On the other hand, for Blood Pearls, they have those Ravens that can potentially harass at range. So right about now, they should be thinking about... It is a 20-minute match, a bit longer than your normal match timer, so they have some time to work with, but they should start thinking about pushing out and just slowly sussing out where the enemy is.
Yep,
and getting that harass started.
These Jaegermechs for Blood Pearls are in fact Twin Gauze, and it does look like Blood Pearls is... they've decided that sort of enough is enough. They're a little bit tired of waiting. They're going to push up and they're going to try and take Tiny Town. And they see one of the mechs from Fallen, a Jenner K, out in the water. They're stopping to take a few shots at him. They see a couple of these light mechs out in the water, but it doesn't look like they have any information about where all of the heavy and assault mechs from Fallen are. So this could be a very, very interesting engagement. Spider out in the water has to be careful or he's going to get picked by that Gauze Rifle. Good arty goes down from Fallen on the Blood Pearls. They throw up a UAV and they now see the enemy mechs. They are preparing for this charge. It looks like Fallen has broken cover and are running through an arty strike, but those Atlases out in front are going to be able to soak up a lot of damage. They've got to be careful. This push is actually coming to a little bit of a halt. Needs to watch out. You have to keep moving in a push scenario like this. You got to keep your opponent on the back foot, not give them a chance to recover. An Atlas DDC from Fallen. Commander Murray, I believe the team captain, is pushing out, getting right up in close with the enemy. Looks like he overheats. Taking cover behind him is a his fellow Atlas. They are trying to get up in the enemy and get good shots. This brawl is actually taking very good shape as the Yenlo Wangs and Shadowhawks from Fallen move in on these mechs behind this ridge, trying to cut off any chances they have at jump sniping. Artie goes down, it looks like in the backfield, trying to take out some of the fire support mechs in the rear, but it looks like Blood Pearls is holding fairly well. The current score is in fact 1 death for Blood Pearls compared to the 4 deaths for oh no, apologize. 1 death for Fallen, whereas Blood Pearls has taken 6 casualties already. Blood Pearls is taking a lot of damage. Their builds were not made for this brawl. Fallen is really pushing in and giving them the business. It looks like Fallen has probably reached that critical mass stage. Looks like Blood Pearls only have 4 mechs, 3 mechs left, and Fallen is going to take this game. That was a well-orchestrated push by Fallen. They managed to get in while the opponent was distracted and funnel them into a very tight area. I apologize about that slight miscall there. I was looking at the teams incorrectly. But yes, Fallen takes this match.